I think at probably about the age of about 10. And the reason why I say that, because I remember my mom had to work. And when we stayed in the projects, that I had to take care of my brothers and sisters. And you kind of get put in that leadership role being the oldest child, because you have to make sure they eat. You got to make sure they come inside. You got to make sure they do their homework. And then not only that, there were other people in the court where we lived at that their mothers and fathers worked as too, or mainly mothers worked as well. And they will all look for me to, hey, make sure so-and-so, make sure that door's locked. When I leave, go by and check on them. Go by and do this. Make sure they got something to eat. And I think that way, you kind of find yourself falling in a leadership role indirectly, because people are dependent on you. Because somebody had to say, hey, I trust that guy. I see how they watch you, and they see that, and they would make just point out things like, hey, hey Al, or they call me Albert then, and they would say, hey, I need you to go over there and make sure our door is locked when we leave. And just you kind of get put in those sort of type of roles indirectly, because people are always watching. So yes, I think being on sports teams, being raised, you grow up playing sports, whether it's little league football, whether it's little league basketball, whether it's running track on a track team, or just in general just being that guy going to the Y, helping organize stuff. And I don't blame all my success on just me just knowing, but I've always watched other people as well. Leaders, the guys, older men who would take us different places and do things with us, and I admire that. And then my dad was always a coach, and so that inspired me as well. So because everybody wants to be like their father, and so those are things that I think were poured inside me. And then one of the biggest things too is watching my grandmother take care of not only her kids but everybody else's kids in the neighborhood. And they would come by and we would play, we would have a great time. And of course I had to tell everybody, oh, okay, it's time to go. Or I was that guy to check on everybody, or well, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it. Even in playing not video games, we didn't have video games back then, but just the board games, leading. But I've always been a person that I like winning, and I try to win at everything I do, especially when I wake up in the morning. I think about just winning. I'm a type of person, when I get up every morning, I'm trying to conquer the day, and I'm going to give it my best. And if I fail, I can start over again tomorrow. There are so many. And I think because I have so many great customers, I got so many great family members, I got so many great friends and people who have touched my life along my way, we would be here all day. I got them from the CEOs to just a regular street guy that can drop some knowledge, while he's drinking a bottle of wine. And so there are so many people that I would say, but I can't name them all because it would be just all day. And and we all in life have different circles of friends, and all these circles in some way all connect in a way that is special to me, and it's special to them as well. I've been a barber for 30 years, and I just think about so many people who have poured into me. Some of them are deceased now, and also some of the ones that I've been able to pour into as well, and see these young men grow up and be successful, take care of their families, and watching the things on how I raised my kids. So I get I run into people all the time, get compliments. Hey, Mr. Al, I got a job. I'm like, man, good for you. We got to continue to encourage each other instead of destroy each other's, character and all that kind of stuff. Just finding a way to do that. My favorite hobby right now is just spending time with family. As I'm older now, I just like spending time with family and friends, because it's important. And I love talking to young people, Yesterday I had a chance to go to Clinton Elementary, and this group of people did a mural of the barbershop in the hallway, and for Black History Month. And this lady seen it, and she called and told me about it because they read a book called "There's Magic in the Blackberry Patch," and out of the book, they loved the barber scene. And I stopped by the school yesterday, and these kids, they was just freaking out because I was there, and I was just like, it was just great. You know, I just think that I want to be a good role model for my sons and other people. But for them to have that mural there, and those kids that were just shocked to see me, and we dapped up, we ain't do no handshake, but we did the fist bump, and they wanted to take a picture. I mean, that just was amazing. Well, there's 3 of them, well 4. My partner Keith Dotley, who I still hang with, my boy Ricardo Jones, who I still hang with, Rod White, who's in San Antonio, he was a great friend. Also, who else was in our group? Jason Myers, who was, you know, and my man Big Head Craig from Pondexa Village. You know, we are family, and we grew up together, and we always, even through hard times, we've always came back and support one another, because we know it ain't that serious. Whatever issues we have with each other, you know, we got to get past that. But and there's so many other people, but those are my tight-knit group that I talk to every week. It's just a blessing to have them in my life, because we've supported one another financially. We supported each other's families through good times and bad times. So all that makes a difference to me. Those are my ride or die guys, and there's a lot more. I got an army, but those are the generals. So. I don't know. I'm just a humble dude. At times, I don't let all the media and stuff. I'm not arrogant, and so I don't let all the media stuff get, just because you get all these accolades and stuff. I'm real humble, and I'm very grateful for the things I've received throughout the years. But I'm real laid back. You know, I love talking to people, and I love just touching people and being able to encourage others to, that you can do, especially our young people, and try to be the best role model that I can. I'm not perfect by far, but I think just being able to I'm laid back. I don't like a lot of drama, don't do a lot of drama, because I don't have to, and I just like to help as many people as I can along my journey. I like to DJ. I've been a DJ for 20 years. Back when we used to DJ at the Y. And I'll tell you what, we had some fun times. Magnificent Force, and then I became DJ Al B when I turned 25, and I've done a lot of weddings, I've done a lot of parties, I've been all around the country DJing, and I just like hyping people up, getting them turned up, and I think that's something I do all the time, and now I pass it out to my son, and he's even better than me. And so I just like talking on the mic. I can't sing, but I can say I can go DJ, it's your birthday. I can do I can do all that stuff, and I just like music, all kinds of genres and stuff. But that's something I love it. Butterscotch. Yeah, butterscotch. Yeah, butterscotch. Yeah, I like butterscotch. Butterscotch is good. And I like the cookie dough as well. And every now and then I go UDF and mix them up and make my own butterscotch cookie dough mix. My favorite quote is, man, there's so many. what we do or what we don't do will echo throughout eternity. What it means is what we do in this life, if we don't do it, it's going to affect the people behind us that's coming up. So what we do and what we don't do, it's going to echo throughout eternity. I'm going to the grave empty. I'm trying everything. I've done everything. I'm going to the grave empty. I don't want to sit around and say I wish I could have. I've written books, cookbooks, done it all. I want to go to the grave empty. I heard a tape called Kingdom Leadership by Dr. Miles Monroe, and he said some of the greatest songs, art, speeches are all in the grave because people were afraid to do them. I'm not afraid to do nothing, and I'm going to at least try. At least I did it. I can sit there in the grave or wherever I'm going next and say I done it all, and that's going to be my life. He did it all. They be like, what hat you wearing? I'm wearing them all. So that's it.